the tea? What's 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 the tea?
Hello everyone, Waterberry here, and welcome to another spiritual vlog all about working with the elements in your birth chart. Okay, so I'm using a lot of personal experience in this video, and I'm going to be sharing a lot about how to use your routine to benefit you by adding the elements. Okay, so for me personally, in my birth chart, I have 70% air. I have a ton of energy in Aquarius, a ton of energy in Gemini, and a good bit of energy in Libra. Those are the three air signs. Okay, I have no planets in fire signs, no planets in Aries, no planets in Sagittarius, and no planets. I have an asteroid in Leo, but no planets in Leo. Okay, and so that is an imbalance. Okay, that means that there's so much air in my energetic makeup, I'd say, and no fire. Okay, and so what this means, breaking this down metaphysically, and this is good to know as well for your own chart. Fire in astrology deals a lot with our inspiration, our passion, what lights us up. Okay, what makes us move forward, what burns us up in life. Okay, this is the fire energy. I'm sorry for the glitching. It's Mercury retrograde, y'all. I don't know what's going on. It'll come back. Okay. Fire is about your passions. Fire is about what inspires you. Okay. Fire is about being a light. And so, excuse me, air has a lot to do with your mentality, a lot to do with how you communicate, a lot to do with how you relate to other people, and movement through life as well. Water is a lot more emotional. It's about what's nurturing you. It's about how you deal with your emotions and process them. And then earth is about more of our earthly reality, how we're dealing with the practicalities of life, what we're growing in our life. And so looking at all those things, with me, I have an extremely active mind. Okay, and I just want to apologize, y'all. I'm excited to make this video, but I've been doing readings all day, and my voice is a little bit gone. Okay, but we're going to keep it pushing. So, and it's crazy. The Mercury retrograde is happening in my second house of the voice, and I'm noticing my voice is like slowly going away. Hopefully, we have it. Hopefully, we can have it moving forward. Okay, I'm like, oh Lord. But regardless, for me to not have any fire in my chart, this is meaning that in my life, I lack energy and motivation to get up and do things at times. In my life, when I'm active, I can lose energy very fast. Okay? I can be super energetic and then all of a sudden, no energy. Okay? Growing up, there were very few people that inspired me. Okay? It was hard for me to find inspiration. Okay? These are all things because I don't have a lot of fire in my chart. But now, I currently have an incense burning. I have a fixed candle burning, and I'm about to show you a ritual I do that involves fire. Okay? And this is important to me because it brings in the element of fire for me. Okay. Where I live, I also have a fireplace. Okay, so this is also important to bring in more fire. I currently have orange. I don't know if you can really tell. The Christmas lights I have for my place, I always like having those because they're just dimmer lights. I don't like bright lights in my place. I have the orange ones now. Okay, this is adding more elements of energy of fire and passion, orange, sacral, desires, all these energies that are natally not necessarily there. Now, again, I still do have Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, the fire signs in my chart. So I still can access this energy. Okay, but it is a little bit, it's not the quickest thing for me to do. It's not the most natural thing for me to do. Okay. It also is nice to have, it's funny that I attract lots of fire signs. I have so many Leos in my life. So many Aries and so many Sagittarius are connected to me. Okay. This is because that balance, I'm trying, in spirit, my energetic makeup is naturally finding that balance. Okay, look at your friends, look at the charts. You'll discover that wherever you're seeming to lack energy, you're attracting people that have a lot of that energy. Okay, so those are some things that I do. You know, with candles, with the ritual I'm going to be showing you in a second. Having people that have fire energy, being outside in the sun a lot as well, doing things that get my blood flowing. Dance is a great thing. I'm so glad that I'm a dancer because it keeps me moving and it keeps me inspired. This is something that adds more fire to my life. I'm very passionate about it. Music, this connecting with music. This is adding more fire. Okay. If you're missing water, for example, this means being around water a lot. Okay, taking lots of baths, watching movies that make you cry. Okay, being around people that have a lot of water. Working on empathy, working on taking time to really be present and feeling your body and feeling your emotions. Working on flowing with life. Okay, these are things that help to incorporate more water. If you have an excess of energy, like for me, I have an excess of air. Okay, I'm really great at communicating. I have so many ideas now. For me to get up and make things happen, now I've worked a lot with it where I can do that. But growing up, it was a little bit more difficult. I could stay in my head. Okay, but now I work with fire a lot. So now I can sometimes I have to calm down and jump into some water and calm it down because I'm doing too much fire. Okay, doing too much, and so this energy is, and the understanding of this is through understanding the way my energy makeup is. Okay, with an excess of air, I notice when I'm outside and it's super windy, it does not work for me. Okay, especially if it's chilly. Okay, some people can take that and deal with that. They love the cool breeze. Not to me. Okay, I'm 70% air. That's adding more air. It just is doing too much. Okay. I always notice as well, if I love having incense and sage and things and nice smells and things in the air because it clears the air, it brings a nice energy in the air. I'm ruled mainly by air, so the environment that the air is in affects me, okay, more than it would other people because I am highly ruled by air. Okay. This also has dealt with my diet. Okay, if you know about Ayurvedic, like medicine, Ayurvedic dieting, Ayurvedic, it's hard for me to say, or retrograde, and just in general. It's talking a lot about the energies with the temperament of your body. Okay, and in that one as well, I'm Vata, which talks about having a cool temperament. Okay, with all of this air, right? So I have to do lots of, like I'm having pizza with a soup. So it's like warm things. I do lots of soups, lots of stews, lots of root vegetables, lots of things that are more spicy. What else? Things that that incorporate the earth more. These are all things that are grounding and bring more fire, especially with the spices. I'm trying to try along with new spices and things like that. Eating things with lots of different vibrant colors. These are all things that are going to help add more fire for me, okay, because I'm so airy. I never really like, my snack, I don't really like eating like ice cream or anything like that because it's just like, I'm already chilly, okay? I love being in warm environments and climates, okay? This has a lot, just being warm in general, this has a lot to do with all the air. So adding more warmth to me is a bit of benefit, okay? So these are just examples. So look in your chart and see the energetic makeup. There are even some sites that will show it to you. You don't have to really look and know where the planets are. It'll just show you your energetic makeup. Okay. The ritual I'm going to do is using all of the elements. So this is a great one for balancing yours out. And it basically is using powdered incense and resins. Okay. So the first thing, if you notice, I'm holding a shell, which is adding the element of what? Water. This was once in the ocean, okay? And so boom, this is going to incorporate instantly the element of water. If you notice, there is sand in this shell, okay? Because it's going to hold the charcoal that I'm using. Sand is from where? The earth, okay? So we already have our water and our earth, okay? Now in this ritual, I'm going to be focused on bringing in grounded, attraction, okay, but bringing in grounded energy, bringing in attraction that is long-lasting, attracting things that are of value, attracting things that are in a high frequency, okay. So what I'm going to be using is frankincense resin and some attraction incense, okay. And so if you can see, this is the earth element as well. Okay. Same here. Okay. And it also has different oils as well and that kind of stuff, but a little bit of water, but it's mainly earth. Okay. And we have a charcoal. So to use this, and what basically the intention I'm setting as well as adding air because I'm thinking and processing what I'm and visualizing what I want. And so basically it's about bringing in stable, valuable things, things that are grounding. And this is not just manifesting physical things. This is ideas, okay? Money-making ideas. This is new realizations about relationships that now open my mind in a new way that allows me to have deeper relationships, okay? More long-lasting relationships. This is long-term stuff. This is me finding and being able to attract the best. Maybe I'll walk it. Literally today, I went and was looking for a coffee shop, and I was like, let me find Starbucks. And I was like, then I literally walked up upon this cute little shop. It had the cutest stuff, and it was super great quality, and it was all a woman's run business. So I was supporting them. It all happened through me. Already, I've been doing this for a few days, attracting things in that are of value to me. Okay, so now I attracted in. Now there's this place by my work that I can go to every morning before I go to work that is supporting women, a woman's business. Is also high quality and better coffee and better just morning stuff for me to start my day. Because I was doing 7-Eleven and Starbucks, and now it's a little bit of high quality, cheaper actually. And so this is attracting something of higher value. You get what I'm saying? So this is high frequency. This is what this is doing. Okay, so that's adding the air element. So what you do, if you want to know, you take your shell, and I get a little tongs to hold my charcoal. Okay. Then what you're going to do, you're going to drop the charcoal on the sand. But first you need to get the charcoal hot. Okay. Now I'm going to let you know, this is going to pop. Okay. So don't have it near your face. Okay. You light your charcoal, adding what element? Fire. Ooh, there's the pot. The charcoal will pop. Then it's activated. Okay. I always do the top two because I'm burglarizing an extra. Just got to make sure it's getting what it needs, adding more fire to that burn there. Okay. And just adding the fire. It's nice to play with the fire with them. And I have a little fire in my charts. Okay. Then we take homie. Boom. Drop it. Okay. Then what we do, I start with the frankincense because this is the resin and it takes longer to burn. Okay? But also, this is the stability, this is the grounding, this is the high frequency, this is the what I want to attract in, the long-term stability. Okay? So you want to start with that. So, adding in on top of the charcoal, my resin. And look what begins to happen. As it burns with the fire and the earth, held by the water, the air, the last element. Okay? And this is just starting. And then what I do is I take my incense powder and sprinkle on top of the resin some of the attraction. So I already got the stability going. The high value. We're in the frequency of what we want to attract. And now we're adding the actual attraction elements. Okay? And boom. Now I want to let you know, eventually this gets very hot, so you don't want to hold it down there. And I sit mine on a cloth so that it doesn't burn through whatever is underneath it. But this is it. And look at that air. With the combination of the earth, the fire, and the water. Both. Okay? So this is a ritual I do, and this is bringing in all of the elements for nice balance. Okay? So if you're wanting to start something, this is going to give you all the elements. Okay? You can decide what you want to do. Okay? It's nice to work with essential oils. You want to work with water, and using diffusers, putting and mixing water with it. Adding that to your bath, okay, getting on to the water. Notice this is very air, always love incense. You know that because I'm airy. Fire, we did what we had to do. Okay. And earth, this is so much earth. Okay. Having plants in your space, that's adding more earth. Okay. Making sure you water them, that's adding more water. Okay. Um, Candles, even lights are fire. Okay. Because it's light. Okay. And so just thinking about that as well. That's why I have so many Christmas lights. And I didn't realize for a long time, like, Christmas lights are literally adding fire. So I always keep Christmas lights. Okay? So yeah, that's what I have, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this spiritual vlog all about adding the elements to your spiritual routine. And look at it go. Much love. I'll talk to you later. Water Bear